Rearranging sentences. So again, these sentences are taken from the patron saints of nothing. So as you have learned in the lesson, rearranging words should happen as you're combining them and as you're deleting words. So deleting again, you just want to make sure you delete unnecessary or repetitive words. So I'm just going to go through and underline words that repeat multiple times. So like I'm seeing almost all my Filipino laughed. Dog's death is repeated. It is repeated. It was more like it was amusing. So I could figure something out. Okay. Now I'm going to start combining them. So when you combine, you can also think about how you're going to add. You could add words to help them combine easier. So let's think. I finally stepped outside. Almost all my Filipino titas laughed. Almost all my Filipino titos laughed. So I can already tell I'm going to put almost all my Filipino titos and titas laughed. Okay. Now, this is a complete sentence. So I'm going to put when I finally stepped outside, almost all my Filipino titos and titas laughed. Then it says, I think it wasn't in a mean way. So I'm going to put but not in a mean way, maybe. They laughed. But not in a mean way. Okay, so I don't need a comma right here because this is not a complete sentence. Not in a mean way doesn't stand by itself, so I don't need that comma. And then the next sentence, they laughed because it was more like it was amusing that a dog's death affected me so much. Not in a mean way because it was, I'm going to delete, more like it was amusing. That a dog's death affected me so much. Okay, and then I'm going to put comma, and I haven't used a comma fanboy yet. Yes, I have used a conjunction or a fanboy right here, but I didn't need that comma. So I haven't yet used two full independent clauses because is a subordinating clause. So I can put a comma conjunction because I haven't done that yet. And the dog's death was nothing to them. Okay, so now I've done that. I've deleted some words. I've combined them. I really haven't rearranged that much stuff yet. So now I'm going to try to rearrange things. So I'm seeing right here, what if I finally stepped outside and put it down here. When I finally stepped outside, almost all of my Filipino titos and titas laughed when I stepped outside. But not in a mean way. Laughed when I stepped outside. Because it was amusing that a dog's death affected me so much, and the dog's death was nothing to them. Which was nothing to them. I could put that. Okay. So I'm going to start off with almost all my Filipino titos and titas laughed, but not laughed when I stepped outside because and I'm going to put comma, but they when I stepped outside because I'm going to put it was amusing to them that a dog's death affected me so much. Dog's death affected me so much. And then actually I've just decided I'm going to put death was nothing to them right in here. So right there I'm going to put the dog's death, comma, which was, oh, you can't see it. Let me fix that. Which was nothing to them, comma, affected so much. So in the end, what I have is almost all my Filipino titos and titas laughed when I stepped outside because it was amusing to them that a dog's death, which was nothing to them, affected me so much. So I definitely changed the order quite a bit. So now what I want to think about is which one do I like better and why? So I think when I finally stepped outside, almost all my Filipino titos and titas laughed, but not in a mean way, because it was more like it was amusing that a dog's death affected me so much, and the dog's death was nothing to me. Or almost all my Filipino titos and titas laughed when I stepped outside, because it was amusing to them that a dog's death, which meant nothing to them, affected me so much. I don't like the second one. I like the first one better. And that's okay. It's good to experiment anyway. Experiment with changing up the order, experiment with what it's like.